Hello, I'm Suzanne Swift. I'm a longtime Mercy Housing board member, volunteer, and advocate.
And I'm Brian Swift. I'm also a longtime board member, volunteer, and advocate for Mercy. And we live in Marin County, California.
My first introduction to Mercy Housing was when Mercy was trying to build the property that we're now standing in, Maria B. Freitas. There was much opposition to this property, and I spent many hours testifying with the San Rafael City Council, talking to neighbors, and trying to convince them that this was a worthwhile building to have in their community.
And I watched Suzanne go through this process of having to fight very hard along with the Mercy Housing staff to get this property built. And it kind of reinforced me in my feelings of how important it is to have people like us involved in the organization. So we made an adjustment to our trust through our will to leave a portion of our estate to Mercy Housing.
My especially moving moment was when we were invited to the opening of one of Mercy's properties in San Francisco, a family property, and we were given the privilege of giving the keys to a young mother and her son. When we gave her the keys, she opened the door to the apartment. She asked the question, she turned to me and said, "Is this all for me?" And I said, "Yes." And she started to cry. And it just was so touching because she told me her story that she had been living for several years in a shared apartment, and the only space that she and her son had was a shared twin bed. And that just did it for me, to be able to help people get off the streets, to have their own place to feel safe was very important.
So for me, it was when we were at a dedication for the Mercy Housing building in San Francisco called Mission Creek. And that building was dedicated to formerly homeless people. On the tour, we met with several new tenants, and they told their stories about where they had come from. And they were either living in cars or they were living in tents. And it was very moving to hear how grateful they were.
Some time ago, we realized that the need for affordable housing was not going to go away anytime soon. We also realized that Mercy Housing is a proven leader in building safe, affordable, service-enriched housing. We invite you to join us in becoming a member of the Mercy Housing Legacy Circle.